Hello everyone, Naitsabes here, and today, a little bit different video than usually because this is not Battlefront 2, but Star Wars in general. Keep in mind this is possible The Last Jedi spoiler, and because of this, if you don't want any spoilers, possible spoilers, don't watch this, don't read this article. But if you don't care, go ahead and listen what I have to say and show you. One thing I wanted to say is, based on this article and the trailers, you can come up with a conclusion that Snoke will try to discard Kylo Ren, and because of this, Kylo is gonna be actually angry and try to fight back. He's not only gonna try and discard Kylo Ren, well, he's actually gonna try to get Rey on his side, which leads me to believe Kylo is gonna fight back, and this is gonna be the greatest test for Rey to resist the dark side. So you might be asking where I'm basing this from, and let's get to the PC I'm gonna show you right now. This article is actually on EW.com, and I stumbled upon this randomly, and it says Star Wars Andy Serkis says Pain and Greed drive the Supreme Leader Snoke in The Last Jedi. And based on this article, I'm gonna skip through it so you guys can read it. I'm gonna link it down below, but I wanted to point out some things from here that I think are really vital. They were talking about Supreme Leader Snoke, and the actor Andy Serkis was the one talking, and he was talking a little bit more about the villain's origin and creation. And like he said here, this time you get to see him in his real presence. And later he says in the previous movie we saw him as this huge hologram and telepresence, and you get to meet him in flesh this time. So this could be like the scenes in trailers where Rey was there, and Kylo probably too. So here Serkis describes a cruel master, a 9-foot-tall alien humanoid who is purges and dominates his two lieutenants, Kylo Ren and General Hux. He's a predator who identifies weakness and exploits it, drawing the young and promising to his side with promise of power, then using and discarding his proteges when they're no longer of use. Which this seems to be pointing out at Kylo Ren and General Hux. And this could be why Kylo Ren might actually oppose Snoke, because he will try to get Rey. And why am I saying why would he try to discard Kylo Ren? In the next paragraph, he is seen here in a hologram form in The Last Jedi, looking very Wizard of Oz as he bellows at Hux over some unspecified failure or disappointment. Serkis says much of the unhappiness will be directed at the former Ben Solo, however. One, it could be because he's failing and he's failing to get to the dark side, but two is because he will be going to the light side, possibly, maybe turning over. And kind of funny because I'm not on that wagon of saying that he's gonna turn to the light side, but this article seems like it's pushing it this way. Or at least he's failing and is making Snoke mad, and he's supposedly mad on Hux also. Maybe they were supposed to work together or against each other, and because of this could be the thing. But here it says, his training of Kylo Ren is not yielding what he wants, Serkis says. Therefore, his anger towards Kylo Ren is intensified because he can't bear weakness in others. Part of the manipulation is goading him with Hux and playing them off against each other. Still, what I wanted to say, it's Kylo Ren making him mad. And it might be that he's truly not going to the dark side because it's always been in him, the light side. Like his parents and everyone. So maybe that's it. Maybe he's being pulled to the light so strongly that Snoke cannot get him over to the dark side. And like I said before, he's gonna try to discard him and get Rey. And that quote, "I saw raw, unprecedented power" from the trailer would be to Rey, because he's trying to convince her to come with him. And then Kylo, that's my theory, and take everything you see in this video with a grain of salt, now Kylo will be fighting against Snoke and will try and help Rey. Possibly, maybe, possible spoiler again. And here we see, maybe the effect of that pairing has worn off. However, Snoke may need to start goading, I don't even know that word, that's kind of funny, Kylo Ren with another disciple. Watch yourself, Rey. Bingo, that's what I said. So going down a little bit lower. Okay, so here is actually kind of interesting. The thing about Snoke is that he's extremely strong with the Force. The dark side of the Force, he's terribly powerful, of course, but he's also very vulnerable and wounded character, Sirkin says. And he has suffered injury. The way that his malevolence comes out is the reaction to that. His hatred of the Resistance is fueled by what's happened to him personally. Thing is, here we see something that is actually really cool because we didn't get it from trailers and we didn't really get it from episode 7. The Last Jedi will reveal that the First Order is far stronger than anyone else in the galaxy realized. Despite the fact that Starkiller Base has been destroyed and the Resistance has been putting up a fight, we will discover that the First Order has limitless resources in this one. I feel like it's gonna be turning the tides here, like instead of being like this, galactic Republic and Resistant against a small group of First Order, now it's gonna be like the opposite. It's gonna be small Resistance versus the big First Order. The cool thing is here, I'm gonna actually simplify this. They will let us know about Snoke and race parentage as much as we should know. Back in the original era, we didn't really know who Emperor Palpatine really was. We only knew what we needed to know and what Luke knew. Then the prequels came and it was the backstory. So here, in a way, they're saying they're gonna do the same thing with Snoke. They're gonna give us what we need. And cool thing is, you witness his physicality, Serkis says. His body's kind of twisted up like a corkscrew, and so he has limited movement. His aggression and his anger is contained and restricted by that physicality. So that's kind of cool too. And the last thing we see on this article is that Snoke isn't the kind of person that is like it says, unlike Emperor Palpatine, who has draped in the relative humble black robe of Sith monk, Snoke wraps himself in the kind of shimmering gold usually seen in the palaces of dictators or Las Vegas entertainers. Revenge is only part of his motivation, greed is another. I think this is actually a really cool article and I suggest you guys read it down below in the link. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for possible spoilers, and coming from an actor himself, this could be something useful. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Naitsabes and I'll see you later. Together.